Okay, time to build our site, check our meta tags, and then push it up to GitHub and then deploy it to Netlify or Zeitz now. First up though, we're going to need to build it. So we need to add in a couple of scripts to our package.json here. And those are going to be build, which will be Gatsby build, and we're going to build this locally as well. And Gatsby has the Zeitz serve built in internally, so we're going to use that as well just to check the meta tags before we publish it online. So we're going to use serve, and that is it's the same sort of not same syntax, but yeah, same sort of syntax as Gatsby develop, where we can choose our port. So we'll do 99, we'll do 9500, and we'll open up a new tab and we'll specify the port, but this is just going to be serve instead of develop. So save those. Couple of other things we're going to need when we're doing this. Where's my terminal? So if I just go yarn dev, there's a couple of things I want to clear up before we go any further. One of them being in our config here, we don't have any config for Gatsby plugin style components. So when we do like a refresh on the server, we'll get that flash of unstyled web page. Not that it matters with the amount of style we got on our one, but just for the sake of you know, having people banging their head against the wall with wondering what I was doing, that's basically it. So we'll probably actually, to demonstrate that, I won't install that plugin just yet, but for the like the wrapper for the head component, we're going to need to still add in Gatsby plugin helmet, which we should install right now. So yarn add Gatsby plugin React helmet, and then we will configure this in our in here as well. So not that, it's Gatsby plugin plug in React helmet, and it needs a comma dangle. So if we save that, wait for it to install, and then just what we want to do is we want to build it, and then we want to serve it on port 9500. So let's wait for our terminal to finish here, which it has done. Let's kill off our dev server, and we're going to say yarn build and yarn serve, and then when it does that, I will quickly, this has been saved now, but I'm going to put in the tags for Gatsby plugin style components, and I'm not going to save that just yet. I don't need to install this because if we look at the package.json, I've already got it installed here. We installed it in an earlier video, but I didn't configure it, so apologies for that. No biggie just yet, and I'm going to show you what we get with that style components plugin just after the site has built here. So we're waiting for the terminal to finish here. It'll pop open a new tab for us, and then we can take a look for our meta tags, and then we'll quickly demonstrate the plugin style components for Gatsby plugin style components, and then we can add our code to GitHub and then push it to Netlify. First up, we're just waiting for the terminal to finish. No awkward silences here. Done. Pop open port. Cool. So did you see that the trace SVG there? So that is basically the flash of unstyled site, and when we go in and save this here now, we shan't see that. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to restart it. Before we do that, we're going to check our tag. So if we say view page source or Control U, if you're on Linux or Windows, we do a find for the title. We've got our title here. We do a search for canonical. That is here for the site. And we can see we've got all of our OG tags as well. OG, all of those put in as well. So this is looking good for the index page. Let's take a look for the one of the blog posts. Before we do that though, let's just validate the image as well. So image looks like it here. Localhost blog default site image.jpg. That is fine. So let's go back to the blog post here, and same again, view page source, and then we'll do a find on the title. Oh, nothing for the title. Okay. And do a find for canonical. Nothing for that either. Why is that? Let me try refresh this again. It might have been cached from a previous time I was doing this. Yep, here we go. So so that was cached from a previous time. So I just had to do a hard refresh there, which was Control Shift and R. Or if you have the developer tools open, you can right click and you get a hard reload here. Just a little tip for you there. Cool. So OG tags. Let's do that. They're all there as well, somewhere. Let me scroll up. Here they are. Cool. So that's looking good for building our site. So I think we are good now. Let's see if this is built. This is built now. So this is, I've run it again while we were doing the checks. So this should now be for the no flash of when we do a refresh here. No, let's try again. Again. Did it build? No, I didn't build it. So apologies. I'm just going to run this again. We'll pop open another web page, and then I can just demonstrate the unstyled layout of the site, which is basically for the server-side rendering. That's what this plugin style components enables for us. So if you just bear with me while we wait for this to load, we can quickly demonstrate that, and then I think we'll leave it for this video, and then in the next one we'll get the code committed to GitHub and then pushed up to Netlify, and we can take a look at our site in all its glory on the internets. But first, we'll wait for this to load. Okay, it's done. So there you go. I mean, that is it. So the reflect, the styling now, we have it. It's maintained between refreshes, which is basically the server-side rendering doing its job for the Gatsby plugin style component. Yeah. Any other things before we want to move on to the next video? There was this date format we've got applied to the index page here for this. We don't have it for our actual blog post template, so we'll quickly add that to the blog post template for the date in the query we've got down here. And I was seeing errors for the GraphQL global being used in the index page. So I've got GraphQL here. And in previous versions of Gatsby, it was a global, but it's been depreciated now, so we need to actually add it into here. So GraphQL, save there, and that won't give us any more warnings when we spin up a dev server next time and when we build. Cool. So let's just close this, and this, and we will close this, and then just do yarn dev, and then we should see the nice formatting for our blog post or code blocks come in, and then we can commit our changes and finish up on this video, and then in the next video push our code to GitHub. So we'll concentrate on that next. But first up, let's just wait for the Webpack to start the server here, and we'll just check the nice formatting on our post. So it should open here. Go. Okay, we've got a nice date formatting in there as well. So let's commit these changes. Stop that server for now, and we'll go ahead and config Gatsby React helmet. And what have we got in here? Oh yeah, format date, and then this is usernamed import import. Cool. Okay, so next video we'll go and put all of our hard work we've done here onto GitHub and then deploy it to Netlify. So that's it for this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. Bye bye.